Yes, people, what's happening? HomeGrown TakeOver, BritAsia TV, your boy Candyman. We're back again. Right about now, I'm joined by a guest, a ladies' man, sweet boy, girl them sugar. Goes by the name of Immi. What's happening?
What's happening, Cans? I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good to have you up on the show, my brother.
Thanks, man. Pleasure to be here, finally.
Yeah, came all the way from Leeds, man. I appreciate that,
All the
bro.
way, man, yeah.
We tried to get you in Birmingham, but obviously,
I know,
you know.
I know. This guy's short notice, man. he ring you half an hour before, like, we need you in half an hour. I'm in Birmingham.
I thought you were only in Leeds, but I think you could be there. But yeah, man, single's doing well. But before we obviously start talking about the first official single and how, you know, things have been going recently, being from Leeds, man, let's talk a little bit about the scene in Leeds, man, because I have a few friends, obviously, who have been studying in Leeds from London.
Yeah.
And they told me, like, it's quite a vibrant scene up there, obviously, the club scene itself.
It is,
But
yeah.
what's it like musically?
Musically, I'd say the type of music that we do, I'd say it's non-existent in Leeds.
Oh, for real?
Definitely, yeah. I have started to notice quite a few artists coming out, though. I'm going down the same sort of track that we're on, but I think predominantly the music, club-wise, is house music.
Okay.
And that's something that I'm definitely into as well. Something that I wasn't really into first, but it's kind of grown now, especially up north, Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield.
Yeah.
So that house scene, I think it's quite popular down here as well.
Yeah,
now,
yeah. The deep house scene is really
deep house,
buzzing
yeah.
here,
So
man.
I think in terms of what we do, there's not really much of a scene up there. That's why a lot of artists from up there, like myself, have come down to London or going to Birmingham, places like that.
How did you find your way, obviously, working down here in London, obviously in the Midlands,
Yeah.
but obviously being from Leeds? Did you start reaching out to artists from here and producers from here, or how did that come about?
Yeah, it was mostly producers. Obviously, being from Leeds, like I say, what I did firstly was I was just doing covers of beats that were out there at the moment, so hip hop beats. So what I did is I recorded, I think it was 4 or 5 tracks, and then played them to my friends, and then shared them on social networks like Facebook.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were feeling what I was doing. They were like, "Yo, you need to try taking it to another level. Start making your own music, something original." And then I think it was my brother really who kind of pushed me. He was like, "Yo, you need to try taking it to the next stage or the next level."
Yeah.
And then obviously I noticed there was a scene down here where there was people like myself, brown, Asian.
Yeah.
I think at the time the term that people were using were bourbon.
Yeah.
So obviously listening to like people like Nihal and people like that, I think the track that I first heard of Taz's was Radar.
Yeah.
And obviously, which you were in there as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And I was really feeling it, and I thought, "Yo, this sounds sick." Do you know what I mean? I'd love to jump on something like this because it was so different. It still had that element of hip hop, which I love, but it also had the Asian twist to it. So what I did was I reached out to, it was quite a few producers down here from London, and I was quite disappointed with the response because before they even heard the product or anything like that, they were talking about money. So what's your budget? How much you're willing to pay? And it was a disappointment. Do you know what I mean? But the only person who really got back to me with anything constructive was Taz. So he reached out and he was like, "Send me a couple of your tracks that you've done." So which I did do, and then he spoke to me over the phone and he was like, "Yo, I like your flow. I like the way you sound. You know, will you come down to London? We'll meet up. Do you know what I mean? We'll see what happens." And that was it really. A few weeks later, I came down here and I thought I'm gonna go back to Leeds with a song or something, do you know what I mean? Like a fully recorded track.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't like that. When I came down there, we were just vibing and we were just chilling and just chatting away, really.
Yeah.
And then invited me back down like a few weeks later. And then that's when I recorded Get Used to It, which was a track. It didn't have a video or anything. I just put that on YouTube and that got a really good response. The BBC heard it, Nihal played it. And I went down to the BBC studios as well for an interview with Nihal. And obviously, coming from Leeds and just releasing a song, and to be on BBC from the first song, it was a big look for me, and it was a big thing.
I can imagine. What's your studio sessions like with Taz, man? Because I've been in the studio with this guy as well. There's times when he turns up in a tracksuit. There's times when he's turned up in the shalwar kameez.
No lie. That's his look in the studio.
He's on his grind. So what's your studio sessions like, bro?
They're mad. Obviously, you'll know because you've been in the studio with the guy. It's like 1 minute he's like dead serious. I say the majority of the time he is serious.
Yeah.
But 1 minute he's serious and next minute busting jokes.
Yeah.
And then he'll just flip and he'll switch.
Yeah.
But when he's on point and he knows exactly what he wants and what he's doing, it's just a wicked vibe, man. It's a good surrounding to be in.
I mean, I definitely feel like he's got some good artists around him. Obviously, we had Ishq on the show a few weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
That was good as well, man. Obviously, apart from working with Taz, any other producers you'd like to work with?
I mean, I've worked with Surinder Rattan before.
Yeah.
We did the shutdown track earlier on this year as well, which was a good look. And he's another one who's just a straight joker, man. So big up Surinder as well.
Yeah.
But there are quite a few producers, man. I'm feeling Luke Massey.
Yeah.
Who'd come up with a Wavy track.
That's
so
right.
I'm looking to get in the studio with him shortly. So we're going to be working on something there. Another producer. I mean, there's loads of producers out there, man. Some wicked ones. I mean, like V's doing his thing as well.
For real, man.
He's bringing out music left, right, and centre, and some really quality music as well. But I'm always looking, man, for new producers. I'm trying to find some producers up in Leeds as well, man, somewhere closer to home as well. So if there is any producers out there, do you know what I mean, who's on this thing and, you know, want to get out there and want to work, and do you know what I mean. But Taz, obviously, he's predominantly my producer.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, man, I'm just looking to bring out some new music for 2015 now.
For real, man. And obviously, you know, being from Leeds, you come down to London quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What's your favourite thing about down south, man? What do you like about London?
What I like about London? Not much, man. I'm kidding. Nah, London's cool, man. The traffic's madness, so.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Leeds was mad, but London's next level. But I don't know, I like the mix of people, because you find people from different races, man. Like, I went to Central London, I've been to Central London quite a few times now, and it's just really nice to see a mix of different people. Leeds is quite similar, but obviously London's just a massive scale, it's a bigger scale, and yeah, man, that's what I like about London, man. For
real, man. And obviously, let's talk about the new single. Took a different approach with it. Went more of you know, it's got obviously got a Hindi hook on it.
Yeah.
The video, you went straight lover boy with it.
Not too over the top, do you know what I mean?
No, you did alright, man. I like the acting, man. I like the acting. I'll see you in Bollywood someday, man.
Oh, man.
Be
Appreciate
good, man.
that.
But yeah, man. So what was the concept behind it? What made you want to go this way? Obviously, you did get used to it.
Yeah.
But then you came with a different approach. Why did you take this approach?
I think, to be honest, Ishq was in the pipeline for a while. So the track was just sitting there. And we always knew we were going to release it, but it was just a matter of timing and when the right time was to drop it. And obviously, as you know, we did get used to it. And then we did the Junes, and then the Fire, and then Shutdown.
Yeah.
And they were more like hip-hop / grime tunes. But then, obviously, we know that the main audience, the females, you know what I mean? So, and it's something that I'd wanted to do for a very long time.
Yeah.
But obviously the time had to be right, the track had to be right, and Ishq, I just thought it was perfect. And obviously, as you say, it's quite lovey-dovey, but it's not extremely lovey-dovey, do you know what I mean?
Where did the inspiration come from? Did you fall in love? Be honest. Be honest. This is BritAsia TV, bruv.
I'm honest, man.
Yeah?
I'm honest. Nothing like that, man.
You sure?
It's nothing like, I'm sure, bro.
Are you sure, bro?
Sure.
Look at that camera and tell me you're sure.
I'm 100% sure.
I don't believe him. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, that's what it was. We didn't want to go too over the top with the cheese, you know what I mean? Because a lot of artists bring out tracks, which is fine, which are quite cheesy, but that's not me, do you know what I mean? Over the top cheese is not me, so that's why we kind of went for a kind of a different approach to the lovey-dovey song. So, but we're really happy with the outcome of it.
Yeah, response has been wicked,
The
man.
response was really, really good, man. I was very pleased with the response, yeah.
That's good, man. So obviously you're saying you're not in love, so I'm guessing you're single then, yeah?
Well, why you gotta put me on the spot like that? This guy loves putting people on the spot, man.
You know, it has to be done, bruv. It has to be done. It's the homegrown takeover.
Yeah, man.
It's grown at home and then I take over your life.
You are trying to take over my life, this guy, man.
But yeah, man. So who is the lady of Immi's dreams?
The lady of my dreams.
If you want to put it that way.
If there was What do you mean looks-wise? Obviously, it has to be look-wise, isn't it?
What, personality counts too? Why
Personality
are you being so
does.
shallow, bro?
Obviously, personality
What's wrong
counts
with
as
this
well.
guy?
Personality.
I thought you was deeper than that.
I thought you meant like someone who's
Alright, go on.
famous. You know what I mean?
Alright, go on. Give me famous then.
Deepika, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's
That you,
gorgeous. Yeah, she's gorgeous, man.
What about away from Bollywood?
Away from Bollywood. I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
There's loads, man.
There's...
You tell me. Let me interview you for one second.
No. This is my show. I'm asking you.
Away from Bollywood, I think Megan Fox is beautiful, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna try.
You agree with me on that, Cams, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna hook that up on Valentine's Day.
Yo, appreciate that, man.
So what are we looking out for in 2015, bro?
2015, we're looking to drop a couple of singles, and then hopefully the EP will be ready. I'd say mid next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking to have a few collaborations and a few different productions on there as well from different people.
What other artists are you gonna get to collaborate with?
I'm not sure yet.
No?
I'm not sure yet, but yeah, it's something that we're still working on. I think 2014, I haven't dropped as much music as I would have liked to.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, music's one of my passions, but I've got other passions as well that I'm trying to pursue outside of music. So I haven't really had enough time to work on music for this year. But next year is definitely something that I'm 100% head down. I'm going to bring out more music, more material for people, yeah.
Definitely, we need it, man. And obviously, you know where the places to come to.
Obviously, man.
So there you have it. Where can the people keep up to date with you, bro?
Keep up to date with me on all social networks. Twitter, at Immi Artist, that's IMMI Artist. Facebook the same, Immi Artist, and also Instagram as well, at Immi Artist.
There you have it. Mr. Immi,
Yo,
thank you very much,
that,
my brother.
Thank you, man. Big up BritAsia TV, man, all time.
Each and every time, man. There you have it, Homegrown Takeover.